Hello, this is an introduction to practice exercise 1.3. In this practice exercise, we are creating our first data file. We want to make sure that we are in the variable view mode of SPSS, and we need to enter in the variable names that we're going to be using, which are ID, day, time, morning, grade, and work. We're going to leave them all typed numeric with their standard widths. We have the option of entering variable labels for them if we would like. So for example, we could enter in for morning, are you a morning person? And we could enter in for time, what is the time of the class? All of those are, of course, optional, as are value labels. Variable labels tell you what the ID name represents. The value labels tell you what each possible value of them mean. Now sometimes they make perfect sense all by themselves. For example, a grade is going to be a percentage, so we're not going to enter anything there. But for day, we're going to want to enter numbers that really represent verbal labels. So we're going to go to the values, and we're going to tell it that if we enter in a 1, what we really mean is that that's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. And if we enter in a 2, what we really mean is that that's a Tuesday and Thursday class. We're going to hit, and we have to make sure we click Add for the last one, and then click OK. Then it will tell us that we have value labels entered in here. Same thing for time. We need to tell it that 1 means it's a morning class, and 2 means it's an afternoon class. Are you a morning person? 0 means no. 1 means yes. What grade did you get? That's going to make sense all by itself. For work, however, we need to say that 0 is no, they do not work. 1 is they work part-time, and 2 is they work full-time. Once we have all of our variables entered in the variable view, both with a variable name, labels where necessary, values where necessary, we're going to switch back to the data view. Those variable names will now go across the top as columns, and we need to enter the data that we actually have. So our first subject was ID 4593, who took a Tuesday-Thursday class. Now notice when we click on day, a drop-down box comes here. Because we put those value labels in, we can just select Tuesday-Thursday. Or we always have the option of entering a 2, and it will show us that. Now if you're doing this, and instead of seeing the Tuesday-Thursday, if you're seeing the 1 or the 2, you need to toggle back and forth the value labels. It's this icon here, up in the top of the screen, or you can say View Value Labels. And that will toggle those labels back and forth between showing them and not showing them. Okay, this person took afternoon classes. This person does not consider themselves a morning person. They got an 85%, and they do not work. The second person is ID 1901, who took a Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning class. Does consider themselves a morning person. Got an 83, and works part-time. So this allows us to enter as many subjects as we'd like to. Notice that as we start entering them, it bolds the rows so that we know we have 2 pieces of data here, 2 subjects. In order to save this data file, you can click the disk icon up in the menu bar, or you can say File, Save, and use a standard Windows box to save it.